Even though this is a presidential election, there are many more candidates on the ballot besides the president. Go to Ballot Ready for a nonpartisan guide to your entire ballot. From there, you can compare candidates based on stances, on issues, biography, or endorsements, and then save your choices to use when you vote by mail or in the voting booth. You can even request your absentee ballot or make a plan to vote early or on election day. This election matters. Make sure you have a plan to vote and vote informed. Now, with COVID being rampant this year, it is more important than ever to have a plan to vote. Think about this. Local elected officials affect our lives every day. Now, they decide who to prosecute, monitor the quality of our drinking water, and choose the leadership of our schools. 30% of voters take the time to vote, but they leave some part of the ballot blank. That's a missed opportunity, folks, to choose the leaders of our communities of this country. It's okay if you're unfamiliar with some of the more local positions. We recommend hosting a ballot party. Get together with friends over Zoom, split up the research, and go through your ballots together. Go to ballotready.org and enter your address and make a plan and vote informed. Especially this year, you'll be glad you did. Good morning. Game day tonight, 8 o'clock ACC Network. Canes host the Virginia Cavaliers. Dave O'Brien, Tim Hasselbeck, Katie George on ACC Network. Joe Z, DBJ, Josh Darrow, 560 to Joe in South Florida. And if you want to listen to the game in Spanish, Alfredo Alvarez, Jose Martinez on Unánimo Deportes. Folks, we're playing the Virginia Cavaliers. We're going to be likely playing another backup quarterback in this game. We don't know because their starter, Brennan Armstrong, has been in protocol this week. But if he can't go, look for maybe Lindell Stone, who's 6 foot 240 pounds, to start this game. But when you look at Virginia secondary is definitely taken a drop from last year. They are 71st. This is a good piece from Alan Rubenstein, by the way. Kane's Warning over on Twitter, so if you follow him there, please do that. 71st out of 77 teams nationally, allowing 12 passing plays 30 yards or more. We are 22nd in the country with 8 pass plays of 30 yards or more. Their secondary has taken a hit from graduation, losing Bryce Hall from last year. They have Devontae Cross and Nick Grant, who are 102nd and 111th respectively, while their safety, Brenton Nelson, is 95th. That's according to Pro Football Focus. Their opponents gained 66, almost 67% of their yards passing, and they've allowed 1,108 passing yards and 1,654 total yards this year. They're 56th against the pass, allowing 277 yards a game. Our offensive passing game hasn't been up to par as it should be. Now, yes, we're 42nd in the country, averaging 228.6 passing yards a game. That's 45th in passer rating and 50th in averaging 6.9 yards an attempt. As Bronco Mendenhall said this week on a conference call, our inconsistency right now is in our secondary, and that's our topic and our focus right now. So not disappointed, but more clear on where and if the opponent moves the ball, where it's happening. And right now, that's our area to target. Now, they do have they get stronger at safety. They're stronger at safety than they are at corner. And Joey Blunt's the reason why. He's 20th best safety according to Pro Football Focus and 47th in coverage. Now, you know Virginia's going to use multiple looks in this game. See, Blunt also lines up in the box 52 times. And he's going to dare, and Bronco's going to dare our receivers to beat us. He's going to try to stack up against the run to try to make us beat him throwing. Well, this is why we get Rhett Lashley, because now we can exploit their weaknesses. Now, Blunt, Cross, and Nelson got hurt last week against Wake, but all expected back for this game tonight. Well, we're going to try to find us mismatches. See, but the thing we're going to have to do is the wide receivers. They have to have big games tonight against Virginia's corners. But we've got to get the running game and tight ends going. See, last week we did that with our wide receivers, but I need more production there. See, we have 9 scholarship wide receivers in this game, as you can see here. We opened up the competition this week in practice. D, MR3 Key, Pope, Jeremiah, and Daz, Mike, Few, and X. Don't know. We're going to find out who starts probably at game time. But don't know if BJ's going. Maybe he comes back. Maybe he sits another week with the bye next week. Maybe Will starts this game. But I look at the offense, the left tackle. John's had a tough time. Who knows? Maybe Zion starts this game. We don't know. There's some question marks there. Defensively, there's no doubt who starts our front four. Jalen, John, Jade, Q. Now we could have Keontra or Gill there, a striker. But we are going to start BJJ and Zach. Corners, we're going to have DJ and ABJ. Safeties are a question with Amari and Gervin. And we could start Bubba there. Bubba and Gervin. Probably Bubba does start this game tonight. But thing I noticed this week was that kick and punt return. Rooster's going to be the starting kick returner, and X is going to be the one handling punts. The one thing we have to do in this game is we have to start off faster. Remember last year at Hard Rock? It was a defensive battle. We win 17-9 on a Friday night. We got to start a lot faster in this ball game. We have to start faster in this game. We had a good performance last week. 4 touchdowns, but he did throw 2 picks. I gotta get that cleaned up in this game tonight. King has been okay. He's thrown 4 picks, but what I like what King is doing is he's running. And so I like to see more of that. Last week, the chain came out once. That was against Pittsburgh. I need to see the chain come out multiple times tonight, especially with a backup quarterback likely to start this game, assuming if Armstrong, their starter, can't go. When I look at Virginia here, this is a team that when you look at them last week against Wake, they allowed 202 yards passing. And when I looked at the drive charts last week, to give you an idea, Wake ran almost 80 plays last week. Wake ran 73 plays last week against Virginia. We like to run about 80 to 85, if not more. But my goodness, we have got to start fast in this game. Because what Wake did last week on their first 2 drives, and for their 7 drives in the first half last week, ended up either in touchdowns or field goals. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. Canes have to start fast this game. Have to start. We got to start a lot faster in this ball game tonight. And when I look at Virginia, the thing that looks, I stick that comes out at me right away. Wake had almost over 400 yards last week of total offense, while Virginia had over 400 too. But yeah, you got to start fast in this game, because Wake also threw 2 interceptions. That's going to be ample opportunity for the turnover chain to come out tonight. And I need to see that come out early, and I need to see that come out often. And last week, their quarterback against their backup Stone was 24-42, 193 yards. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions, was sacked. Sacked once. And we know we got to get to this guy. We've got to get to this guy in this ball game. We got to do it early. But the guy I think we have to really stop, to me, is we got to stop Thompson if he runs, because he was their leading rusher against Wake last week before he got hurt. And also Tuolapapa, 10 for 68. When I look at Virginia's receivers, their main threat's going to be Kemp. He had 9 for 68 last week. And the thing we have to be aware of in this ball game is we know Billy Kemp. We got to know where Billy Kemp is on the field at all times. We got to know where he is. That's going to be important in this ball game tonight. When I look at this game, this is the classic trap game. That's a classic CANES trap game. Can't take these guys for granted, especially the way they came down here last year. And this team won the Coastal last year. Now, this year, no divisions, but it would be a statement win tonight if we came out and absolutely dominated these guys start to finish. I have to think we're going to do that. I think we're going to come out fast. I think the chain's going to come out multiple times in this ball game. And my prediction tonight, CANES 44. So it's CANES 45. I'm sorry. CANES 45, Virginia 17. Back tomorrow with the game wrap-up, report card, hopefully game balls. Win or lose, go CANES.